Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our today's live video on linear programming. Linear programming is quite an important topic for all of us who shall be doing exams in this coming season. So I would make a request to all of us kindly. Let's get to AfriSchool page, and share this particular post online. We share this particular post online. That's what I'm doing at the moment. And I would also want to know whether from wherever you are able to hear us. We did just a live video, which unfortunately had no sound, and we were online for over 30 minutes and nobody was able to tell us up to the very end, which was quite unfortunate. And yet we saw like 20 people who are online. So please, on the comment section, I would want to see whether you guys are seeing us. So in the comment section, tell us where you're watching us from and whether you are able to hear us live and very well. So it's Q. Please share linear programming. So when we talk of linear programming, ladies and gentlemen, we are basically looking at this mathematics of scarce resources. We are looking at mathematics of scarce resources. And to enable us really pick it up once and for all, I have a simple question with me here. Which I would want us to look at. Question number 21. A workshop makes cupboards and tables. So you can see a workshop which is making cupboards and tables using two artisans, A and B. Each cupboard made requires 3 days of work by artisan A and 2 days of work by artisan B. Every table made requires 2 days of work by artisan A and 2 days of work by artisan B. In 1 month, artisan A worked for less than 24 days, while artisan B worked for not more than 18 days. The workshop made X cupboards and Y tables in that month. They want us to write inequalities which must be satisfied by X and who? Y. So we have our products which are competing for scarce resources. We have the cupboards. And then we have the tables. So the quantity which you're going to produce in light of the scarcity, we have quantity cupboards X, tables Y. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we happen to be having our artisans. We have artisan A, quite an important resource. We have artisan B. So they have told us here quite very well that every cupboard made requires 3 days of work by artisan A. So each cupboard requires 3 hours of A, or rather 3 days of A and 2 days of B. So 2 days of B. And then when you come here, they are telling us that every table made requires 2 days of A, 2 days of A and 2 days of B, like that. And then, of course, we have now the total required, total hours available, total days available. So they're telling us here that in 1 month, artisan A worked for less than 24 hours. So A worked for less than 24 hours. And a B worked for not more than 18 days, not more, not more, not more than 18 days, like that. And then they want us to put down inequalities. Remember, linear programming is about inequalities. So inequalities, what do we have? So I can see here for A, this is per cardboard, but they made X cardboards. So in terms of an equation, I'll talk of 3X plus A's, ours also went to some tables, 2Y should be less than what he had in total, should be less than 24, right? And then we go to B. B as an equation, what do we have? We have, this is per cardboard. So we have 2 times the number of cardboards produced, which were X, plus 2 times number of tables produced, which were what here? Y. So this one is talking of 18 being maximum, not more, not more. So therefore, the requirement, the usage here has to be less or equal to 18. There's a difference between this sign and this. This one here has got an equality like that. And then the other variable is that X, cardboards here can never be negative. So X is greater or equal to 0. The same case with Y, which is greater or equal to what here? To 0. So that is it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, having done that, the second requirement, what do they want us to do in the second requirement? The second requirement, after writing the inequalities, they want us to represent the inequalities on a graph. So for us to be able to do that, we need points. So how do we get points? It's quite easy. Here, for the first inequality, we'll say when X equals what? 0. Remember, this is a straight line. Straight line only need 2 points. When X equals 0, what is the value of Y? When X equals 0, this disappears. Y will be 24 divided by 2. So Y in this case here will be 12. And then, of course, I'm looking for the second point. Now, this time around for the second point, I'll come and ask myself, what about when Y is 0? So when Y is 0 here, this term disappears. So it will be 3X equals 24. So then X will be 24 divided by 3. X will be 24 divided by 3, which gives me what here? 8. Which gives me 8. So I'm repeating again. If Y was to be 0, 3X would have been equal to 24. So then X will be 24 divided by 3, which gives me 8. How about the next one? This point I also want, or rather this particular equation, I want 2 points. So how do I get the 2 points? Quite easy. When X is 0, what will the value of Y be? So when X is 0, this disappears. So 2Y will be equal to 18. So then Y will be 18 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2, which gives me 9. How about when Y equal, to get the second point always, you look at Y being equal to 0. So when Y equals 0, then X will be equal to 18 divided by 2, which gives me what? 9. Now, having gotten these points, I'll very easily come and draw these on a graph paper. So on a graph paper, so I have my graph paper here. What I need to do is simply to come and put it down. So I have my graph paper and I happen to be having my ruler. So come here right away. This is quite easy to do. So right away, this is the X, you have to label it, X-axis. This is the Y-axis. So I can see the highest figure of X. If you look at the points you have, the highest figure of X, the highest figure of X here is 9. 9. So 9, you can go 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can give them even a bonus of 10. That's okay. Yeah, so we have here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's X. For Y, ladies and gentlemen, I can see Y, the highest is 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from there, I'll come and pick my points. So for constraint number 1, what are you able to see? Leave alone these zeros. For constraint number 1, what I'm able to see is that x is 12 and, or rather y is 12 and x is 8. So I'll come where y is 12, pick it from there, and then I'll come where x is 8. So x is 8 like that. Remember, for a straight line, you only need 2 points for you to be able to draw a straight line. So 2 points for you to draw a straight line. And because of the inequality that we have, remember for constraint number 1, we only have less than. For constraint number 1, we only have less than. So less than, you can only draw this using a dotted line. You can only draw this using a dotted line because it's not about equal or less. It's only less. Like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this particular case, I have to decide which side I'm going to shade depending on the inequality that we have. So we have a less than. Less than means that this is the good side. The side towards 0 is less. So then we need to shade always the unwanted. So come and shade the unwanted. The unwanted side is this. Shade it like that. So this is constraint number 1. Constraint number 1. And then we have constraint number 2. Constraint number 2, I can see y is 9. Y is 9 and x is 9 as well. So, and if you look at constraint number 2 happens to be a less or equal to. So if it is a less or equal to, I can only join these 2 points using a straight line, which is complete because of less or equal to, complete. So this is constraint number 2. Which side of this constraint am I required to shade? There is a teacher who told me something very nice, that whenever you see this kind of a constraint, it's quite easy for you to know which side is shaded. Because you can see it's like they're shading the upper side themselves. So whenever you see a constraint, for example, being like this, know that we're supposed to shade down. So here, it's like this, we're supposed to shade up. So come and shade this upper side. So like that. So, and of course we have these axes. These axes here always, they're shaded on the negative side, but this is supposed to be implied. So from there we have what we call the feasible. We have the feasible region. The region which contains our answer, the corners must always be labeled. The corners must always be labeled. A, B, C, D, like that. The corners must always be labeled like that. Now, my good students, where we have reached, these people have given us, look at the question here. Look at the question. So they wanted us to draw the graph of inequalities that we have done. And then we go to the last one, where they want us to give them a profit statement. You can see here they want us to, or rather the workshop makes a profit of 6,000 on each cardboard and the Kenya shillings 4,000 on each table. Find the number of cardboards and the number of tables that must be made for maximum profit and hence determine the maximum profit. So there are 2 ways of going about this. So number 1, come and give us what we call the objective function. So OF is objective function, which will be to maximize total profit. So the total profit we can see is 6,000 per cardboard, so times X, because we're going to make X of them. Plus, in this case here for tables, we have 4,000 Y. So the objective function is to maximize total what year? Profit. So then a good student, what a good student will do is to come and give us a corners table. So corner points, so we have A, B, C, and D. A, B, and C, and D in our feasible region. So for our feasible region, corner A, give us the X coordinate and the Y coordinate. So corner A is 0, 0. Corner B, X will be 0. And then Y, you can see Y is what here? 9. Corner D, What do we have here for corner D? For corner D, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that for corner D, X happens to be 8. Corner D, X happens to be 8. And the Y happens to be what here? 0. For corner C, you have to be a bit careful. Corner C, ladies and gentlemen, we have to come and solve, if possible, we have to come and solve the two lines which are meeting there, to be able to define that line very well. So we have here 3x plus 2y equals 24. And then we have 2x plus 2y equals 18. So come and subtract the 2 to eliminate y. So this will give us x equals what here? 24 minus 8, which gives us 6. So x happens to be what here? 6. And then y, for us to get y now, we need to substitute for x in any of the two functions, in any of the two equations. So if you take here 3 times, we have here 3 times 6, because we have known what x is, that is 18. This has to cross over. So when it crosses over, it will be 24 minus 18. 24 minus 18. 24 minus 18, which gives us 6. And then, of course, that will be equal to 2y. So y alone will be that divided by 2, which gives us 3. And now what you need to do for us, in each of these corner, come and give us the objective function. Give us the objective what? Function. Give us the total profit. So we are substituting here. When x is 0 and y is 0, then for A, the profit is 0. How about B? When x is 0 and y is 9. So this will be 6,000 times 0 plus 4,000 times 9. So 4,000 times 9, 4,000 times 9, that gives us 36,000. Go to C. So C, I can see x is 3 and y, or rather x is 6 and y is 3. So this will be 6,000 times 6 plus 4,000 times 3. 4,000 times 3, which will give us 48,000. 48,000. And then we have D, ladies and gentlemen, which will be 6,000 times 8, 6,000 times 8 plus 0, that gives me 48,000. So it means that here we have got two corners which will be able to make us meet our objective, which is to maximize total profit. It means, ladies and gentlemen, that we have got two optimal corners. The optimal corners are C or D. So the company now has got to choose which one is better for them, whether to produce as per C or to produce, in this case here, as per what here? As per D. So if they produce as per C, then you're telling them that the cupboards should be 6. And in this case here, the tables, which are Y, should be 3. And the total profit you expect is 48,000. If you want them to produce as per corner D, the cupboards are 8, 0 tables, and then 48,000. So really the company has to make, does it want to disappoint, for example, everyone who comes for tables? It has to make a decision. And of course, the same concept here, you would have gotten the same answer if you decided to use what we call an ISO profit line, which will be a very important concept that we shall be covering here, ladies and gentlemen, in our next lesson. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to sincerely thank all of you for the love that you have shown to the AfriSchool online platform. Without you, of course, in this case here, we will not be having anybody to teach online. But for purpose of these students who do not really understand what we do at AfriSchool, I would want to take only 1 minute of your time to explain to you what AfriSchool is all about. AfriSchool, ladies and gentlemen, is about offering CPA classes, Form 4 classes, high school classes, that is, and the primary school classes online. Online meaning what here? That we have an e-learning, electronic learning system, where basically, ladies and gentlemen, we have done all the videos covering all the syllabuses, stored them there. You can access those videos from wherever you are by downloading them. Once you pay us, you'll be able to access all those videos from wherever you are, without internet. So you're saying that every school, number one, you will get access to our pre-recorded videos, which you shall be able to download and watch without internet. And then number two, you will get access to our live classes like the one that you're seeing us doing here, which are very interactive. You are able to ask your teachers questions, and your teachers are, of course, able to do what here? To respond. They're able to respond. And then most importantly, AfriSchool works together with RCM publishers. Once in this case here you join us, we shall need you to buy these particular books here. Once you buy these books, they will be able to complement the videos which you will buy from AfriSchool, and we can assure you, with that combination, it's a sure bet. And of course, together with now your efforts, sure bet for you to pass. Otherwise, thank you very much. If there are any questions, don't fail to ask them on the comment section. Please, in this case here, go to the comments, drop a comment, like our posts if you really have gotten something from it, right? Share them on your timeline, and we shall gladly keep on giving you such videos free of charge. But remember, you have to support us by making our clips, by making our videos, in this case here, popular. Otherwise, thank you very much. God bless you. Let's stay at home and learn with AfriSchool, given these COVID issues that we have. God bless all of you.